or bulbous mound, and that's a cathedral termite. Both of those species of termites only eat grass. So they're not touching the timber, the sleepers, the bridges, they're not touching any of them. They're not touching the trees, they really don't care about them at all. All they want to eat is the dry grass. The creek was dammed up due to timbering. So the timber is that constantly on the water. As the water level fluctuates, busier cattle sidings back in those cattle train days. So the remnants of the siding is still there. There's a bit of a turning angle, bits of it left out on the right hand side. You might see some of it through the dry grass and go past it now. And then Lynbrook marks where we leave the granite country that we've been travelling across this morning, and now we're going to transition onto the Andara volcanic province. So predominantly around us now we've got basalt, you know, cold lava basically. Now imagine most of you are going to be heading out to Andara probably tomorrow afternoon, do your tour. They're going to tell you all about it, so I don't want to spoil it for you, but to fill in some gaps between now and then. It's erupted about 190,000 odd years ago. When it did erupt, lava spewed out of it for about 18 months. I forget how much lava, they'll tell you tomorrow, but as the lava spewed out of it, it filled up the valleys and the canyons around the area. Eventually it cooled. Now we've got these great big basalt deposits everywhere. Sort of cruising over the top of one right now. That bit right-hand side, that's one of the remnants of the lava flows. There was 3 main lava flows that came out of Mandara. Yeah, that's one of them. So the ecology through the volcanic province is different to the granite. In the granite country, obviously when it rains, you know, creeks and rivers are flowing, but when the rain stops, they do tend to dry up pretty quickly. But because of the big thick layer of basalt lava that was, you know, put down underneath us and cooled, it does make it difficult for water to run away. So a lot of the area stays wet for longer into the year, supports more vegetation as a result, different species vegetation, which can then support higher biodiversity of wildlife. Some of these areas are so wet throughout the year that it's hard for any vegetation to get established in it. This is one that we're going through here, so if you sort of look on the right hand side, it looks a bit cleared, and you can see it cross over onto the left. Almost looks like it's just been bulldozed with trees and stuff. But this is one of these areas that stays so wet and gluggy and swampy that big trees just can't get established. You'll notice through those areas there's no termite mounds either. They don't build in areas like that. We do, like a lot of people don't really want a cup of tea or coffee, you know, when it's hot. So we'll take the opportunity to get across here as quick as we can, and we get a lot of passengers do go for a bit of a swim. There are freshwater crocodiles, isn't it? No, they don't worry you. Actually, a few years ago, good fishing in there too. The line just hits the water and you're on the water. A whole bunch of different species. Best ones to be honest. So yeah, this bit of track, it's not straight as in level, it's definitely up and down all over the place. We just don't have any corners for about 12.8 kilometres.